Hello everyone. So this is the podcast for how to add and subtract binomials. So first off, we need to figure out what is a binomial. And I thought I chose a different color, but I guess I didn't. What is a binomial? Okay, so there's another word that we need to figure out when we do this, and that is, what is a term? A term is something that's being added or subtracted from something else. Now, that's a really loose definition of it, so let's work on this a little more. This is a single term. It's one item. I know there are two things here, but it's still a single item because it has a multiplication in between it. And these are a single item. It's grouped as one thing because it's multiplication in between it. There's no adding and subtracting between these. And there's one thing. This is considered one thing. This is all considered one thing. I know there are four pieces in this, but it's considered one thing. So all these are monomials. Monomials, okay? These are binomials because, yes, there's two pieces here, but there's an adding and subtracting, or I meant to say, between this piece and this piece, okay? This is a binomial. This is one of these. Same thing here. Same thing here. I know that it's 14 times y minus 8, and you may think, well, but there's a number, there's a variable, and there's another number. You may think there's three things, but remember, this is considered one thing. This is considered one thing. This is one thing, and this is one thing, and it's being separated by either an adding or subtracting. So all of these are binomials. Same with these. You have one term, so this is a term, and this is another term. So it's two terms that are separated by an adding or subtracting. Same thing here, two terms. It's not the number of variables. It's not how many different variables you have, how many different letters, or how many different numbers. It's how many adding and subtracting symbols do you have. Okay, there's one adding or subtracting symbols, so there are two pieces. This is two pieces. Okay, so all of these are binomials. Let's look at the next screen. Some formulas that you're used to. This is a monomial because there's no adding and subtracting in it, so that's one item, one thing, one group. This is also one group because it's only multiplication that's in between it. There's no adding and subtracting. This has an addition symbol. This is one piece. This is one piece. So this is one term. This is another term. These are single terms. This is one term. This is one term. These are two terms being separated by an addition symbol. So this is a binomial. Oops. Binomial. This has 1, 2, 3 terms. So this would be a trinomial. Now we're only going to be working with binomials. I'm just put this one here to drive the point home. There are 3 terms here, so it would be a trinomial. Okay? So let's work on just translating these symbols. What does all this mean? It says don't do anything with it when you're doing it, but it says find the sum of this piece and this piece. So this is 3x plus 2, and sum and. That's just a plus sign. The sum and, so you just replace the and with a plus. Negative 5x minus 4 plus 8x plus 6. Okay? Now this says find the difference. And you guys know difference is the same as subtraction. So you replace this and with a minus sign. So it's 2x plus 4 Now, before I go further, I've been sloppy and left off the parentheses here. I've been sloppy about that. So I should really be thorough and go back and put those in. So I really should put this in. Okay. Minus, because it says find the difference. So this and is a subtraction sign. Okay. The difference when 8 is subtracted from 12. Now, let me back up. This one, we wrote it in the same order. We just replaced the and with a minus. Okay? But this one's different. It says find the difference, so you are correcting when you're thinking subtraction. But it says 8 is subtracted from 12. If you wrote 8 minus 12, that is incorrect. That's 12 is being subtracted from 8. The 12 is being subtracted from 8. This says the 8 is subtracted from 12. So that's 12 minus 8. You have to change the order in which they appear. So when you get one that looks like this, that says the difference when 2x plus 4 is subtracted from that, this piece here is being cut off of that piece. So it's negative 2x plus 5 minus the 2x plus 4. Okay? So you have to be careful how they word it. If it's worded like this, the difference and all you have to do is replace that with a subtraction. So 2x plus 4 minus a negative 2x minus 5. But when they say the difference, so you're thinking subtraction, is subtracted from, you have to write it in the opposite order that it's written. Because this piece is subtracted from the second piece. Okay, so be careful of the wording. Now, before we go further, you got to remember how to distribute a negative. Remember, this distributes into both pieces. So that's minus a negative 5.9s minus a negative 6. So these two go plus and these two go plus. In other words, it changes the signs of whatever is inside. These were both minus or negative, so this changed their signs to both plus. Okay? That's a positive 3 that's right here. This negative sign is going to make it minus 3k. That plus is now going to become a minus. So it changed the signs of everything that's inside. Okay? So here it goes. Find an expression that represents the difference, so you're thinking subtraction, when this piece is subtracted from that piece. So you write the second piece first, minus the first piece. Now you have to keep going. You have to finish the problem. You have to distribute the subtraction inside. This becomes plus on the first one. And because you changed the sign, it was a subtraction, so now it's a plus. That addition is now subtraction. And now you combine like terms. These two pieces both have an x. So you have minus 8x plus 7x. These don't have a variable, so you have minus 9 minus 7. You take the symbol that's in front of it. You take the symbol that's in front of it. So you have minus 8x plus 7x is minus 1x. Minus 9 minus 7 is worth minus 16. That's your final answer. Okay? All right? Now, this says this, it's a difference, so you're thinking subtraction. This piece is subtracted from that piece. So again, this piece comes first, minus this piece. And the subtraction symbol has to distribute through. Both of these are positive, so they both become negative. And now you combine like terms. These are like terms. 8x minus 6x is 2x. You're just taking the symbol that's in front. So that's 6 plus positive 6 minus 3 is 3. So it's plus 3. That's your final answer. Okay? Rewrite in simplest terms. All they're saying is do the math. Here you're adding it. So this is just a combine like terms thing. So you have minus 8x minus 9y plus a minus x minus 5y. These both have an x, so you can bring them together. And that's a minus 1. Minus 8x plus a negative 1x is negative 9x. Minus 9y minus 5y is minus 14y. Okay? Find an expression that represents the sum, so you're thinking addition. And, so previously we went and looked at just translating these things. Let's see, where was it here? Find the sum of this and this. All we did was replace and with a plus. Minus 5x minus 4 and 8x plus 6. We just replaced and with a plus. Okay? So you have 10x minus 10y and it said sum, so you just put a plus, minus 4x plus 6y. There's nothing to distribute. It's just plus. So you have 10x minus 4x is 6x, minus 10y plus 6y is minus 4y. This one, it's in the order that they want you to do it. So all you have to do is distribute the negative and then combine like terms. So you have minus 4x plus 8y plus 3x. You're changing the signs. Plus 3x plus 8y. So here you have minus 1x plus 16y. Okay? I know this is a lot to keep track of. This is your assignment. Let us know how we can help. Thanks for your time.